everybody. This is Jeff Veale, the business guru, late in the evening here in Malaysia. And I've got a guest from the other side of the world. Amazing. My third guest this week from a little place called Switzerland. You know, where only way I know Switzerland's because I eat Toblerone chocolate every day. I kid you not. Right. All right. So what we have here, we have our lovely guest here. I'm just going to pick up my pad here to read out his bio. And our guest is a lovely gentleman by the name of Prem Manand. And Prem is a coach and consultant in helping mid-level professionals in the service industry to pivot to director and C-suite positions. Founder of the London Butler Academy. Just saying to Prem, I forgot we had butlers, but you know they're very proficient in England, particularly. Right? Business company name is Aubree Elite Swiss. And been in the business of education for just on 30 years. So I think he knows a little bit about it, guys. You know, if you want to be a butler, this is the man to reach out to for sure. Brief description: he provides inside-out education to high-end hospitality, luxury businesses, wellness companies, hotels, and palaces. Third dimensional education. And key achievements or projects: Middle East palace training for non-English speakers. That was the Saudis. Personal model philosophy. It's a nice one. We have the capacity to influence the outcome. If it becomes a transaction or a memory to someone. And guys, I tell people, don't make money, make memories. You can't take the money, but you can take the memories with you. Right?
Absolutely.
Everything back about yourself. This funny one, didn't see this. He features as a Christmas tree thief in the Christmas 2010 Reader's Digest in the UK. Did you ever get the tree back or what? Funny man.
Yeah.
You're my first Christmas tree thief ever. Right. Tell us a bit about your journey, I mean, and what inspired you to pursue your career path all those years ago, Prem.
Yeah. When I was 17, Jeff, I took up an apprenticeship in a hotel group called the Taj Group of Hotels in India. When my colleagues from my class were pursuing engineering and doctors and dentists and chartered accountants and so on, I just went on, started working, and I loved the environment. And I also realized, actually, before I went, I didn't, but after I went into it, I realized it brought joy for me to see, to give the service to people, and also for them to see such a young man who is very sincere, who is very keen, and so on. So it was a win-win situation from the start. That got me started. And moving on, I realized I would love traveling. I was curious to know how on the people on the other end of the earth lives and so on. So that took me on to the cruise ships, the British cruise ships called P&O Cruises. Yes, yes, P&O Cruises. And then on the cruise ships, apparently the purser of the ship, particular ship, wanted to come out with a butler, and then he nominated my name to become the first butler of the company, which led on to me coming on to the private service.
Wow.
Then in UK, I was serving people, high-profile people and families for many years. So that set me on to path to start London Butler Academy in 2021 in Switzerland, and that's what you just mentioned.
Yeah, that's
Yes. And while I was at the London Butler Academy, I found out why in the training, the coaching part lighted people up. All the pupils became very interested, very keen. And also the company said, there's something about your training is appealing to us compared to others. And then when I reflected and back on it, I found that the coaching part became very effective among the people. It caused a lot of impact with them. So now, currently, I've taken that part and come up with 10-week program called Service Leader Accelerator Program, which could any people who have the serving mentality can make them to become the top of the range, to become the successful person whom they want to. It will give them money, whatever they wanted to earn. It will open up doors for them to wherever they want to reach.
Quick question: do you have some of the bigger companies sending off some of their team members to try that service and to improve themselves,
Yes.
etc.?
Yes, I go and yes, I go and in the hotels and in the Middle East palaces. I go and train them and be with them and so
Yeah.
on. Now the online courses, which you just now say, is I'm starting this online courses. Yes,
Yes.
I'm talking to a few companies. Thank you for that, Jeff, and I might need your help also with
Yeah.
that particular thing going forward. That companies can who do not have programs, in-house
Yes.
programs,
Correct.
who have found out the supervisors who has the capacity to move on to the higher levels.
Sure.
We can make that happen within weeks.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. That's what I thought. It'd be an opportunity for some of these companies to, look at their competitors and say, "Hey, how can we be better than them?" And
Yes,
kind of all comes back to service.
absolutely.
Pretty interesting. I was reading about a chef recently. He took his whole team somewhere to look
Yeah.
at the #1 restaurant in the world.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
said, "I don't want you to look at what they're doing right. I want you
yeah,
to find out what they're doing wrong."
yeah.
It was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting, right? What's been the most challenging part of your work, and how have you overcome that over these many years?
Right. The most challenging part is, see, throughout my life, there have been challenges
Naturally.
appropriate to that part of the time.
Yeah.
Like when I was young, when I was with these hotels and other things, I had to deal with the politics, internal politics,
Sure.
and I had to deal with sort of pressure in time and so on. Then when I moved on to being a butler, household manager, with the high net worth people, you need to balance balance the psychology of people, the power games between
Yes.
a man and the woman, and
Yeah.
you might have people who don't want you to get in very close with the with these high net worth people and so on. So you have to deal with the staff who are jealous and so on.
Wow.
And then when you move on to now with London Butler Academy,
Yes.
there's a problem with the companies. They don't exactly understand what they want, and when we go in, they call us for something. When we go in and when we feel and when we have a feedback from the trainees, from the people, from the students, we see what the students would require is different than what the company thinks they require. So
Right.
so we pitch in our project, we submit our things for this, and then when we come there, because we've been around for a while, we can instantly see what the company given me a brief, what they wanted is different from what actually the students needed.
Yes.
So you have to balance that. When you produce a report and so on, we have to give in such a way that we have addressed what they wanted and also addressed the pupils what was really required.
Yes.
That is a challenge which I'm undergoing.
Sounds like a balancing act, my friend. Tell us about an important moment in your career that changed your direction. What got you off the boats into your own little programs? Where was the aha moment?
As I was mentioning to you, this person who came up and had a chat with me, that was the turning point. I will tell you exactly what has happened.
Yes.
10 o'clock morning, because you are from restaurant background, you will see this. We are closing the breakfast operations. We are wiping down the stations, and this man with 4 gold stripes walks up. Purser is a kind of a general manager of a hotel on the ships, right? So his name is James Cusack. And he points out to me and says, "Man, I wanted to see. Hey, Prem, do you have 5 minutes?" I say, "Yes, of course, James, let's have." So I came down and we had a chat. I just stood and he was there and we had a chat, and he said, "Prem, there's a new ship coming on." I said, "Yes, I know, Aurora. I'm going to be the purser of the ship. And I would like to choose the butler team, and I have somebody in my mind to be the first butler of this company. I just want you to help me with making that suggestion." And then I said, I'm thinking in my mind, why the hell he's asking me a suggestion on this? And then he says to me, "Prem, I can't think of a better person than this person to be the first butler. And I would love that and hope that he accepts this offer. I said, I actually don't know much about what butler does, but if it's going to be a better paid money, and if it's going to be a better paid job, then the person must accept, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to establish now. And that person is you, Prem.
Wow.
I said, really? What do you mean, James? What actually tell me what does the butler do? No, we talk about it. We talk about those details later, but just tell me your game. You're on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I ask him, is it better money? He said,
Yes.
of course it is better money than what you're doing now.
Yes.
Okay. Then yes, it is. You have me there. That's how I became a butler. But that set out my complete change in direction, which
Fantastic.
means after that I changed the country. I moved from India to live in UK, and I had the opportunity to look after royals, prime ministers between Tony Blair to James to David Cameron, and I had the opportunity to look after some royals and so on. So that set out a big
Wow.
turning point in my life,
What an
Jeff.
amazing story. It sounds like a Netflix series. It's fantastic. It does. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You've come a long way, my friend. It's been a fantastic journey. In your
Indeed.
opinion, what are the key qualities or skills that have helped contribute to your amazing success? What do you think they are?
First is I'm authentic.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
I'm as you see, you get what is on the tin. That is number one. And number two is I'm intrinsically interested in how can I make this better? What can bring values? What are they looking for? And so on. So I'm all the time thinking about bringing that extra edge, not just giving as it is, how it can be the best possible way it can be delivered, or what would they like, what is going on in their head, so I can be a step ahead of this game.
That's what I'm about to say. Be ahead.
Yeah. So this is number two. And the number three is I completely take responsibility if it goes right, if it goes wrong.
Yep.
I am the one to blame. I put my name. I put my name to it. So these three has given a huge credential among the billionaires, among the ultra high net worth people who I work for. So they wanted to keep me going, keep me at any cost, and so on. So that has brought the success to where I am now.
The story. Tell me, how do you stay motivated and continue to keep learning in your field? What's your secret?
Just be curious. Just be curious all the time.
That's right. Learn.
Yes.
Ask questions.
Yes, absolutely. Ask questions. Exactly. Whenever I was in charge of a estate and house, the plumbers come, the pool guys come. I ask them why is it, what it is, and I look for and things like that. There are times when I have come up with things that they could not think of at that moment. The engineers might come. I might say, because this is working, this is looking at this, and this is looking at this. Yeah. Do you think this could be something which we want to look? Prem, I never thought about it. You are right. We will have a look at it. So when you are curious and when you can form that there is a framework on everything, this is how it works. This is how it is put into place, and then you can put that into place, and then you can put your thought process into the second order thinking. And then it becomes very interesting. It becomes so inquisitive. You can apply this everywhere, all around you, in every aspect of it. The psychology, the neuroscience, the philosophy, the principles of physics, and everything. So that keeps me motivated, that keeps me going, and that keeps me also interesting. The life is interesting for me to live in.
Love it. Tell us a recent project amongst your many or achievement that you're particularly proud of.
There have been times when I have sorted out problems where my employers were struggling with for years to get it going on their estates.
Yeah.
Mostly to deal with humans. This is all to do with humans.
Absolutely. That's the hardest part.
Yeah. And I've also, there was a project in London which was given to me, the afternoon tea project. You know, the afternoon tea on a
Yeah.
sightseeing bus.
Yeah, sure.
The bus company had the bus ready, 1.5 years sitting,
Yeah.
and the project didn't get onto the road. So I was between work, and before I started the Butler Academy, they called upon me, and I took the job in March. It was supposed to be done in September. By August, we were ready. The bus was rolling on. The project was on, and I think I surprised myself with this really,
Very
because
good.
I haven't done a commercial project on road before.
Yes.
But I surprised myself,
Yeah,
and they
being
were
on the
also
road,
quite taken.
it's got its own challenges, hasn't it? It's not like, you know, you can't just whip out the back to the kitchen. You got to get it all right in the first place.
Yeah.
You know.
And the recent one was in the Middle East. I trained a 29 people team who doesn't have much of a English knowledge,
Yes.
who are in a very VIP hospitality team.
Yep.
But I could still get this going. And I think I could see how important is the human interaction, human feelings can get people to human language is more powerful than any language you can speak.
Absolutely.
So that was quite
Yeah,
interesting to
the
me.
key to most problems, as we all know, you and I know, Prem, is communication. I can't read your mind. Communication is so important, isn't it?
Indeed, absolutely, Jeff.
So you've met a 20-year-old boy or girl that you're like an uncle. They come to you and they say, "I've just left school. I'm not sure what I should do." What would you tell them? What advice would you give a 20-year-old these days? What would you tell them?
Interesting question. Interesting question. This the 20-year-old should spend some time within for themselves to know what brings joy to them
That's
first.
right.
Once they know what brings joy to them, then they should make that as their occasion to pursue it, to do it, and they should integrate how can I bring values to that, what brings joy to me, to other people, and that will make them become flourished, and that will give the meaning for their life.
Yeah, like you, they won't have a job then. They'll have like you and I both got a passion. We haven't got a job. We've got a passion. That's why it's so much fun, right? And
Yeah.
and then I'd also add to that. I'd say tell them to get a mentor, because
Yes.
I've had mentors, and they can shave 5 or 10 years off the journey.
Absolutely.
Be
And if they
coachable.
can't find what they want, absolutely, they turn to mentors. They will help them to get to find
level.
it and also to get going.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
It's all
That's what this TLA program, which is the Service Leader Accelerator program, exactly does this, Jeff.
Yes.
I'm glad you brought this up. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I completely agree with you. I wish I had this when I was young.
Absolutely. You know, if you can't get a mentor, guys, I've done all this. If you can't get a mentor, pick out books that you like and read books on the subject and learn, you know, like your Richard Branson's, whatever, the people who have done stuff, read those books, you know, the McDonald's story, whatever. Read books on your subject matter, and that'll inspire you. You know, there's so many great people out there, and most of them, funny enough, should happen to be, most of them are university dropouts, interesting enough. They
Yes,
woke up.
yeah.
This is taking me nowhere. I want to go and follow my dream. And like yourself, they did, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking ahead, you're only at base camp at the moment. You've got a big mountain to climb still. Looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future, my friend?
Just now, which I mentioned to you, I have come to a point now after doing this London Butler Academy and everything. I've come to a point to realize I have a gift. I have a gift which brought me from Chennai to now I'm in Zurich, Switzerland, to this journey. Through this journey, I have learned a lot. I have taken in huge insights from my life, from my work. And my mission now going ahead is to give you this exactly what you just now said, Jeff, to give this to people who can take it, make their life work, make their life to become where, to cut exactly, you said in a nutshell, cut your 10 years, 15 years of what you have and get it going.
Yeah.
You know, so this is what now I'm coming out with programs which can make it possible for people to get it going. And that is what I'm about. And as many people as I can change, I'm pleased. I'm there with them, not only to give this insight, I'm there to take them through, because I'm also following this program. There is a community through which you will be given an ongoing support.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. 'Cause to get
As long as you have a service mentality, it's my responsibility and obligation to make you big, to make that dream big, to make it work for you. This is what I think I'm going to do in future.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you'll get there. You're doing well, my friend. Tell our listeners and people watching this wonderful podcast, what's the best way to reach out and find out more about your unique services?
The best way is to reach me on LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
Prem Manand. Yes, I will leave it here.
There's Prem's name on the screen. Yeah.
Yes, the same name, Prem Manand Rao. This is the name on LinkedIn. Yeah. Also, there is a website, premanand.com. Website is there. These are the two ways. But once they come here, they will be able to reach. And every day I'm there on LinkedIn. Every week there is a workshop going on LinkedIn. And so this is the quickest way, quickest platform. And I'm happy to be of service. I'm happy to see you flourish.
There's the offer, guys. I mean, reach out. You don't know what you don't know. My coach taught me that years ago. It cost me $20,000. And he taught me, you don't know what you don't know. And I've lived by that ever since, And as Prem will tell you, learn something every day, And
I still have a coach. Me too. I still learn from people like Jeff. Learn from people like Jeff. Just before we started, he gave me a master class on the restaurants.
Yeah, well, that's the one. It comes with experience, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Tell me, before we wrap it up, tell us a fun fact about yourself. Amongst the many things you've done, tell us a fun fact about yourself that most people don't know.
I love humor.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Laughter. You add another 10 years to your life if you laugh. I tell people jokingly, they say, you're always laughing and enjoy. I said, listen, my friend, sadly, if I ever get cancer and I'm laying in my deathbed, you'll see me laughing, because the alternative is to be sad. There's no point being sad. Life goes on. Enjoy your life.
And life is easier when you don't take life seriously.
Absolutely. I left school, Prem, at 14 because all they tried to teach me was, honest to God, don't smile and sit up straight. And I still don't sit up straight, and I'm smiling every day.
Absolutely. Sadly, education hinders our growth, especially now. That is the reason. Before I came up with this program, Jeff, I have researched the top programs which is being sold, MBA programs, hospitality masters programs. I went through their curriculum, and then I connected it to my own life learnings. And then I seen big disparity between them, big gap between them. So what I learned and what is there out there is absolute no connection.
No, they teach you to conform. All they want you to do, society, they teach you to conform. And you and I don't want to conform. We want to enjoy life and help others enjoy life and find their passion and be better. And that's what you do, Prem. You help people become a better version of themselves. Right?
Absolutely.
You've been an amazing guest. Thank you for being on the show today, Prem. And if anybody else out there wants your 15 minutes of fame, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, guys. You're going to meet some very interesting people just like Prem. You can learn so much. And don't forget, a TV commercial would cost you $20,000. And what's going to happen? People are going to jump up when it comes on and make a hamburger or buy a beer or go to the toilet. A radio spots, guys, another story. I'll play them at 2 o'clock in the morning when people are asleep. Come on, 15 minutes of fame. We'll put you across. We'll turn this into a mini movie, put you across all the social media channels, and you can do the same. This is evergreen. Think of it like a business card. You can use it anywhere, anytime. Thank you very much, Prem. Enjoyed you being here, my friend.
Jeff, thank you for doing this, and thank you for helping a lot of people out there. I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.